U.S. scientists are finding an enormous amount of the lithium needed to green up the economy.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Amazon Business, focused on offering smart business buying solutions, leaving time to focus on growth. More at amazonbusiness.com. And by Bitwarden, with a reminder that investing end-of-year IT budgets into an enterprise password manager can be smart spending for effective workplace security. Bitwarden.com.
I'm David Brancaccio in New York. There may be enough lithium to supply the world's demand for car batteries and much more sitting under southwestern Arkansas. The U.S. Geological Survey announced that finding yesterday. Marketplace's Henry Epp reports.
Lithium deposits under Arkansas could meet projected demand for electric vehicle batteries 9 times over, the USGS says. Lithium-ion batteries are in lots of devices, but they're especially important for EVs and hybrids. As more companies rushed into the EV market a few years ago, prices for the metal shot up. They've since dropped as more supplies came online and EV demand growth slowed down. But lithium is expected to be an important commodity for years to come. And right now, the U.S. imports about a quarter of its lithium. The vast reserves under Arkansas could change that. And already companies like the fossil fuel giant ExxonMobil have set up operations to get at these deposits. That could be a challenge. The lithium under Arkansas is in brines, meaning it's mixed with water. Right now, lithium brines are usually brought to the surface, then put in large pools where the liquid evaporates. But Exxon and others hope to extract the lithium directly from the ground. Whether that can be done cheaply enough for them to turn a profit remains to be seen. I'm Henry Epp for Marketplace.
Last year, the Energy Department confirmed a separate vast source of lithium in the geothermal region near California's Salton Sea, southeast of Palm Springs. Checking markets, S&P futures are down 0.5%, but GM stock is up 2.7% in pre-market trading now after it posted much better than expected profits a few moments ago. It's charging a lot for vehicles in the U.S., offsetting weakness in China. Now, if you don't like your salon or barber, you just switch. But you ever try that with a bank? If the fees or service stink, banking is sticky. This morning, federal regulators announced new open banking rules to both make your financial data more secure and portable. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is also hoping these changes will make it easier to try new financial apps or to cut off your data if you cancel. The head of the CFPB has seen these rules as a way to stop established financial firms from what he called weaponizing standards to their own advantage.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by the full-time Plus Flex MBA program at Indiana University's Kelley School of Business, the only 2-year MBA that lets you choose where you spend your second year. More at go.iu.edu/KelleyFlex. And by Rubrik. When cyber attacks put businesses at risk, Rubrik provides the power to bounce back fast. More at Rubrik.com. And by Clear Channel Outdoor, an out-of-home billboard company that offers data-driven advertising solutions for businesses big and small. Billboardsforbusiness.com.
Now to dating apps, with big names like Match and Bumble struggling to keep investors and people looking for connection happy. Some smaller rivals see an opportunity here, including a sapphic-focused dating and community app called Her. My colleague Nancy Marshall-Genzer spoke with Robin Exton, CEO and founder of Her.
Why did you launch Her? And I guess it was, about 10 years ago now?
When I very first started, there were so many platforms that you could use, at least web-based platforms that were designed for straight people. I think at the time there was, like hundreds for straight people. There were probably like 50 that were designed for gay men. And there wasn't a single one that had been designed for queer women. The few things that existed out there at the time were platforms that had been created for gay men, but they had been turned to pink and they said, great, this will work fine for lesbians. And it was a terrible experience. It was, bad design, bad user experience. And so in my 27-year-old brain, I was like, I can fix this. How hard can it be?
From what I'm seeing, many people just aren't willing to pay for a subscription to a dating app right now. How are you hoping to continue growing, considering that, especially since some users have complained that Her is a little glitchy and others don't like certain features that are under a paywall?
Yeah, we definitely, we have a premium subscription. Dating apps are often at least 50% of the top 10 largest revenue products in the App Store. So it's a business model that works. And across most of those products, fewer than 10% are paying for subscriptions. And that's okay. You can still get a date for free. The people who do want to invest in a premium subscription often have higher intentionality and they want to have the control to be able to get to that outcome faster. I think on Her, we're a much smaller team than a lot of the other people in our industry. Her is a team of about 28 people. So there's definitely whatever the kind of women version of David and Goliath would be scenarios playing out. But I think it also goes to show how much people value the experience that we give them in this Sapphic space, because it's not perfect. We do have to deal with bugs and glitches and fixing them as soon as we can and get it out there. But we do it as a team with so much care and so much heart that they stick with us as we continue to kind of improve the service and grow.
A big source of revenue from dating apps traditionally has come from men. How have you been able to navigate the market without catering to straight men?
Yeah, I think, effectively, monetizing LGBTQ plus women, non-binary trans people is relatively uncharted territory in space. And honestly, I think it's partially a privilege. We get to actually study and explore what do our users find valuable and what do they want to pay for. And that's stuff that these larger platforms, they're not even going to bother looking at it because they're going to focus on the people who are building money for them. And they're going to continue to build features and services that cater to cis men because that's who is funding the platforms.
Yeah. But how do you keep especially your trans and non-binary users safe?
Yeah.
If you do have transphobia, even within the Her community?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that we take so seriously. We have so many layers of safety, different machine learning models to different AI tools. We have layers that include human review teams. So any content that is flagged either by our systems or by users inside the app is then reviewed by humans. We have moderators who are inside of the app and inside of the community and looking at both our community space and the content that is reported. And then on a kind of macro level, we invest a lot on the platform in education, because I think a lot of people assume that if you identify as LGBTQ+, everyone is fully aware of all the different nuances of different identities. And that's completely not the case. There is still so much work that has to be done within the community to educate each other about what these different identities and experiences mean for different users.
Robin Exton, CEO and founder of the Sapphic dating app Her, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And in New York, I'm David Brancaccio, and we are from APM, American Public Media.